Hi, I'm Michael Gogh. I'm actually the president of Genting Cruises. Now, where we are now, you can see is actually the balcony cabin of actually the Global Dream. Now, you can see that the cabin is so well appointed. I think there are many firsts, I think, in the cruise industry when you're looking at this cabin. Now, I think firstly, if you're looking at size, the size is 15% actually larger than most of the cruise line actually in the world. Now, we own the shipyard in Germany, so we actually put in a lot of effort into design the Global Dream. So when you're talking about a cabin of a 15% more space, the cabin could also cater up to 4 people. So up to 4 people, you're talking about the usage actually of the bathrooms.
Yes.
Now, it's actually with very special design. At any one point, you have actually total privacy for 2 persons that could use the toilet actually at the same time. Now, of course, I think beside being the design actually in innovation, you're talking about the technology, you're talking about the mode actually inside the cabin. So when we talk about technology, we're talking about lighting. So lighting can be changed in whether romantic moods, or I wanted to say that I want a sunset, I want a sunrise, or I want of any of the settings. So these are so intelligent that in a way that it can be controlled actually via the voice activation. Now where you could actually see here, if I could actually show you, if I actually put my mobile phone actually over here, it will be actually automatically charge my mobile phone. So it's so intelligent in a way. Now also, I think when you enter into the cabin, we are also talking about technology. You can actually use your mobile device actually to open the door, or you can even use activation actually to open the door. So it's about technology. Now, what actually is in actually for family? Now you can see the layout that we could actually sleep actually comfortably for 4 person. And the biggest TV screen that you actually ever seen on board the ship, they actually do it for a purpose. The purpose actually is for family together. They could actually play games, and they could actually put up a table, and they could have pizza and have room dining. And meanwhile, the parents and the kids together are doing some gaming together actually in the cabin. So we are talking about cabin that cater to family, cater to X-Gen. So amazing. Now, when we actually set up the Dream Cruises 3 years ago, now what we actually wanted to do is we wanted to give really our guests experiential. When we thought about experiential, when we designed the Global Dream, we'd actually come up with the world first theme park on board the cruise ship. Now in the theme park, actually we talk about water park. Or in the water park, actually the family could actually engage in various kind of water slide. Now of course, I think beside that, we are talking about roller coaster. The world longest roller coaster on board the ship, which is 308 meters long. Now, when you talk about a roller coaster, it's not a roller coaster that we ride it for you, but this is so special because the cart actually you can actually control by itself, and you can control the speed of the car. So really exciting, and we can't wait to welcome the ship. Join us actually in 2021. I would say that Indian passenger is really a very fun-loving passenger, and of course, I think being whether it's going to be a theme park or going to be 40 different choices of the F&B selection, and we are talking about that we create a ship that really for family bonding, because I think in India you actually see that large family travel together. Now, of course, besides cater to that segment of the business, we are talking about MICE. MICE is also something that we spend a lot actually effort onto this cruise ship as well, because 40% of our business are MICE business, and from India, the largest MICE group come on board is a 2,500 group actually come on board our cruise ship. And I can tell you this is really remarkable because with 2,500 people, the MICE group really enjoyed themselves.
Yes.
And we will continue to drive the MICE as one of our business. But not forgetting, beside family, the MICE, we are talking about wedding. We are talking about wedding take place on board the ship. Our colleagues on board the ships are trained. They understand our Indian customer requirement, and we actually don't do a kind of standard packages. Our business are actually tailored according to the requirement. So we always call ourselves Asia at heart, international in spirit. Now, in fact, we've been very exciting about the cruising business because I think if you look at the overall cruising penetration, I mean in Asia, you're actually talking about 0.05% of the penetration. There are 99.95% of actually the population has never been a cruise before. So to us, we see a great potential actually in there, and this is why Genting Cruise Line has actually invested and to build two of the global class ship that were joining us in 2021 and 2022. We are really optimistic about the India business. We are optimistic about the cruising business. Okay, when you talk about sustainability, right, I think it's about what we can actually offer to the customer. Now, I think for today, people would travel who want a new experience. So when you're looking at the cabin alone for the global dream, we are thinking about these are like few years down the road what the customer is looking for. We are not building something that it is for today or something that we just for tomorrow. We are building something that will cater to the market the many years. Now, for us, because we own 3 shipyards in Germany, MB Waffen, and therefore we can actually build things that it is special to our consumer. Give a 5 reasons. I think the 5 reasons, number 1, we actually being innovative. Okay. Number 2, we understand what our passenger want. Number 3, when we talk about the Dream Cruises brand, we are talking about experiential learning. Now, experiential experience on board the ship. Now, 4th, when you talk about our entertainment, we really have great show. We are not talking about one show. When you come and cruise on board for a 5 night, you will have see 3 to 4 different shows actually on board the cruise ship. 5, being an Asian or being an Indian, looking after stomach is really very important. So for us, right, we do good vegetarian food, we do good Jain food, and for non-vegetarian, you could actually really experience the Asia at heart international cuisine that come on board the cruise ship. Just one word, amazing.